it's asking for the thing. And
That
so
thing, what is that thing?
the derivatives.
There you go.
And so then I plugged it into the formula and I got this. And then after that, these cancel out the 3's. Oh, the 3's. This one too. I just simply line through it, and 12's. And then after that, the x's cancel out on the bottom. So you're left with 3h over h, and the h's cross out. So then you're left with 3.
Okay, couple things here. Don't let people take any points away from you by following. Now look, do we have to take the limit in the first step?
No.
No. There may be an oddball case where it's so simple you can do it. All right, so we intend to take the limit. All right, we still intend to take the limit. We still intend to take the limit. So got it right. Oh, we got Chris. You're also. You keep the limit until you actually do it. Okay? Her idea is right, but I don't want her losing points on technical things like syntax and mathematical symbolism. To do, after canceling, done, did. And this is f of A, f prime of A. Done. She did it. Let me use a passive right? All right, David, come talk to us same way. Good English.
It said to find the derivative of y with respect to x if y equals 7x. So found 2 points, plugging in x, that gives you 7x. And if you plug in x plus h, that gives you 7 times x plus h, which is 7x plus 7h. And then to find the limit as h approaches 0, you have to find the slope, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that was 7x plus 7h minus 7x over x plus h minus x. So these x's, I guess, cancel out for lack of a better term. And these 7x's cancel out, so you're left with 7h over h, and when you divide by h, it leaves you with 7.
All right, now I got to correct you. We'll applause. There is a mistake that both of them made here, and we need to correct that. All right, listen up. In my enthusiasm, sometimes I get overwhelmed. I want you to do it right. We had the 2 definitions. Now, one definition goes like this. This is very important you get this, kids, so listen to me. And they're smart, so if they messed up a little bit, then maybe you might also. That's the one definition, right? Oh, the letter du jour is A here. That's the other one. Now check, because I'm making a criticism of symbolism, and if my symbolism is all goofed up, then that's not going to be acceptable. Is that how it goes? Is that the one and then the other, check the book and all that? Is that right? All right, now, if you look at Magali's work here, this is f of x, this is f of x plus h, this is f of x, right? So, which definition is she basically using? The top one. So what should be downstairs? Just h. It's going to be all right at the end, but your definition is a little bit out of whack. Here's going to be 3h. That's where that came from. The x's are gone, so not to worry. Everything you did was right. The 12s are gone. But fix it up so that you have just h downstairs, because that calls for that. And now, David, fix yours up so that it's right.
It'd be okay just to leave the x's in there as long as they cancel, which they are gonna do.
Yeah, but you're using. I would plead that you use the right symbolism. If you're using one method, then don't combine the methods. So the numerator is the one method, the denominator is the other method. That's a recipe possibly for disaster. Okay? So this is the same thing. F of x, f of a plus h, or x plus h, minus f of h, all over h. Yes.
But the way he did it was right, because the h is just a simplification, because any way you do it every time, you're going to have a plus h minus a. It's always going to turn out to be h. So it's technically correct, so long as he shows that it simplifies out.
It was fortunate that the x, in this particular case, the x's canceled the way they did.
But I mean, he's still using the same format, because it's just this slope.
It's splitting hairs a little bit, but I would say that technically speaking, for the optics of it, if there were an x and a minus x over here, it wouldn't fit this pattern.
But that's derived from the x minus h.
I'm just pleading for precise symbolism, and since I'm writing these definitions for all they're worth, humor me, you can ask Mr. Remus his opinion on it, and he may differ from me. It's just that when there is a fixed definition, I prefer to have it actually precise that way. You say, well, what I did is equivalent. I'm loath to say that that will be the case perhaps in all cases. I may be wrong. Maybe I'm out now to the whole. Here is the second definition. Marco, God bless him, did the second one because he's varying things for us here. And factoring gives us this. X to a would have been 0, is not 0, because when we're ready to do it, the x minus a has been canceled. That is good.
Yes, thank you so much.
There you go. Any quarrels with that? That is this. F of x minus f of a all over x minus a. Got me? I'm glad to see you're so engaged, with this rather than, because, whatever he says, I'm going to write it down. You're thinking about it. That's important. All right, let's take a look at the last 4, in which cases you have given a graph to find the graph of the derivative. Standard question,